Royals Harry and Meghan are celebrating something of a court victory, but is it a hollow victory? And more importantly, how damaging now is this to the British monarchy? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of Bradford. This beautiful building at the side of me here is St George's Concert Hall, opened on the 29th of August 1853, and it really has seen some major stars, including Charles Dickens. Yes, he came on a public speaking tour here. Imagine seeing Charles Dickens in the flesh all those years ago. It's hard to imagine that now, isn't it? But he did that to sell his books. So you see, book tours are nothing new. Everybody's got to do one, including you soon, Prince Harry, when you come out with your memoir. Finally, that's right. Other big names included Sir Winston Churchill, whose big speech in 1910 was interrupted by the suffragettes. Nothing like a bit of PR, is there, for Winnie? And for the more up-to-date, of course, just before they cracked fame, none other than the brilliant super artist David Bowie. Still going strong today, beautiful venue, over 3,000 seats are available. And of course, a venue very close to my heart, because another venue that I've played is this one, St George's Concert Hall, as part of the touring production Variety Express. Very daunting when you're standing in the #1 dressing room and you're thinking of all of those people that have gone before. And yes, all wondering if there's going to be an audience out there watching. A little bit like this, really. We had a full house that night. Wonderful, wonderful night. Great memories, of course. Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. You may have seen recently that Prince Harry has won the very first round in his security bid against Her Majesty's government. That is, of course, the British Metropolitan Police. A little bit of a hollow victory, as a lot of people are stating. Is it good? Is it bad? There are two things really that are not very good for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It's a public favour. Over here in the United Kingdom, people simply think we're not interested. Why should we be paying through public purse for your security when you've openly admitted on national television around the world that you see California as your home? And then, of course, we've had the petulant behaviour of the return back to the United Kingdom for the Platinum Jubilee. Again, all over, would you receive security or not? The bigger picture on the world stage is that it doesn't bode well, because it's sort of making the fact that Britain is an unsafe place. The fact that Harry feels that he has to have protection because of his seniority, given the fact, of course, he recently popped over to New York with a streamlined security, and as we saw, Meghan Markle was more than happy without security to pose for a selfie with some kind of devoted fan. And then we read reports that when they went to the Italian restaurant opened by the celebrated actor Robert De Niro, they wanted the room cleared so they could dine in private. Apparently that couldn't be organised, allegedly. But so they decided to schlep it with the mere mortals. You can see the confusion. But now the second round will prove very interesting, because the British Metropolitan Police didn't have the time to submit their evidence in return. Now, how this will pan out, in my personal opinion, is it's very simple. Given the mood of the public, they will simply state that they don't have the resources or indeed the funds at the whim of an ex-royal who decides to visit the United Kingdom with his wife and 2 children. It will prove very difficult. The other side of the fact that Prince Harry could claim that he simply wants to hire the British Metropolitan Police upon his return. And that will be met with a thud, simply because they are not for hire. Now, whichever way you look at it, there's going to be no winners in the long run. The bad side of it is this: it plays very badly for our gracious monarch in her 70th year on a Platinum Jubilee year, and moving forward for His Royal Highness Prince Charles. When the whole country is going through a cost of living crisis, the fact that we're told that we should and will be paying for security at a whim when 2 ex-royals decide to visit simply won't play down well. Moving forward, if and when a conclusion is arrived at, this could prove catastrophic for the British monarchy, because it simply won't play down well. But as ever, will Harry and Meghan be concerned? Neil Sean in the very heart of Bradford, West Yorkshire.